Hello guys, my name is Nick and you are watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you have subscribed to our channel with post notifications turned on so that you never miss out on one of our daily WWE videos. Well guys, it looks as though Vince McMahon is finally beginning to realize that if some serious changes weren't made soon, the WWE would continue on a downward trend which could result in serious loss for the company. Losses in regards to continuously lowering attendances for Raw, SmackDown Live, and pay-per-view, as well as the possibility of the WWE's television partners pulling out of their deals. As many of you guys have likely become aware of by now, it was revealed this morning that Vince McMahon has appointed Paul Heyman as the executive director of Monday Night Raw, and as surprising as it was to hear, Eric Bischoff as the executive director of SmackDown Live. And by all means, both Eric and Paul will have legitimate say in the creative decisions of Raw and SmackDown Live, as their positions are very much real and not simply on-screen titles like the kayfabe general manager role. And while in the press release it had noted that both Bischoff and Heyman will be reporting to Vince McMahon, we had reached out to one of our sources to gather some more information regarding this big development, and while it's apparently true that Vince will still have the final say, we have been informed that we could slowly be seeing the shift to a WWE without Vince McMahon at the helm of the creative decisions. Apparently, and not surprisingly, Vince McMahon has reportedly been under extreme pressure and stress as of late, with the falling WWE ratings, viewership, as well as the rise of a rival promotion in AEW All Elite Wrestling. And as it was reported a few weeks ago that Vince had acknowledged that something drastic needed to happen in order to get WWE back on the right track, McMahon has allegedly decided to give up on trying to fix the WWE's problems on his own, as one source mentioned that Vince believes he has too much else going on right now, mainly related to Vince's soon-to-be relaunched XFL Football League, which has left McMahon scrambling to find a new potential solution to the WWE's problems, hence the decision of appointing Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman to prominent executive positions for the company's main roster shows, with Triple H still remaining in charge of the NXT brands. One of our sources has noted that Vince is essentially going to be putting Eric and Paul on trial over the next few months to see if either or both men will be able to steer the WWE ship in the right direction, because once the XFL is relaunched at the beginning of 2020, McMahon will reportedly not be spending nearly as much time, especially at the beginning of the relaunch in WWE, though as you would likely expect, Vince will never fully be removed from the decision-making processes in WWE, regardless of his busy work schedule. The current speculation as of right now is that if Bischoff and Heyman succeed in their new roles, Vince would give the two more control regarding the creative calls for Raw and SmackDown Live, once Vince begins putting forth most of his focus and time on the XFL. Without question, this certainly isn't bad news for fans, and it looks as though McMahon is slowly beginning to realize that his style of running the company is out of date and needs to be revamped. With all this being said, what are your guys' thoughts on Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff taking charge of Raw and SmackDown, as well as your opinion on Vince potentially leaving most of the creative decisions up to the two if they succeed once the XFL relaunch comes up? Make sure you sound off in the comment section down below, and do give us your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Thanks for watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also be sure that you hit that subscribe button for all of our daily WWE videos.